first grade friends, and welcome back to another week of narrative writing. Remember that a narrative tells a clear story with characters, a setting, and a beginning, middle, and end. In this week, we're telling a story about a time when you could have lied about something. It would have been easier to lie about it, but you chose to tell the truth instead. Just like how Ping in The Empty Pot told the truth about his seed not growing. Well, good writers are always going to make some type of plan for their work before they start. So you'll notice that I used my 5-finger retell page, or like a story map, to help me make some choices about my story before I began writing. So I first decided on my characters. I knew that I was going to tell this story about me and Samir. My setting is my house, in different rooms of my house. And here's what happened, friends. You're not going to believe me, but this is a true story. This really happened. One day, I was doing the laundry, and I grabbed the big puffy white blanket off of our bed and threw it into the washing machine to wash it. Well, if you notice right here, this little black rectangle labeled remote, yup, I threw the remote to the TV inside of the washing machine and turned the washing machine on. In the middle, I realized what I had done and was like, oh no. And at the end, I decided it was best to tell Samir the truth about what happened to the remote instead of lie about it and blame it on the cats. I could have told him, the cats must have misplaced the remote. They must have pushed it under the couch. But I said, no, I'll tell him the truth. I put the remote in the washing machine on accident, and he actually helped me come up with a solution. So the problem was that I put the remote in the washing machine. The solution was that I told Samir what I did, and we fixed the remote. If you put your phone or anything you drop in water into rice really likes water, and it sucks it up. So we tossed that remote into a bucket of rice, and it soaked up all the water. So now that I've got my plan, I'm ready to start drawing what happened in my narrative from beginning to middle to end. That's what's going to happen before I write my words. So you'll notice in the beginning, here I am. I'm inside of our little laundry room. Here's the washing machine. I drew it and colored it in realistically. I added a label. There's me, silly old me, happy to do some laundry, thinking I'm helping out, doing a good job. And my big puffy white blanket, notice how I labeled it, and tucked inside, because when you ball up something big like a blanket, it kind of has like twists and turns and folds, so you can't see everything. Well, tucked inside one of those folds, there's the TV remote. And I don't see it, and I'm about to toss it in the washing machine. Silly me. In the middle, notice how my middle, the illustration matches exactly what I told you guys happened in the middle. In the middle, I realized, look at my mouth is wide open. I put my hand over my mouth like, oh no. And then I've got a thought bubble. So a thought bubble is similar to a speech bubble, where a speech bubble, it shows what somebody says. A thought bubble shows what someone is thinking. So I'm sitting on the couch. I realize the remote is in the washing machine, and I think to myself, did I put the remote in the washing machine? And here it is, the remote going in the washing machine. Oh no! So now I need to draw what happened at the end. Well, at the end, Samir came home from work, and I had a choice to make. I could lie and tell him that one of our cats took the remote and pushed it under the couch, because they often like to put things under the couch. Or I could tell him the truth. And I decided to tell the truth. I told him what I had done, and it was okay. We ended up solving our problem by sticking that remote into a bucket of rice, and it was fine. But I need to show myself telling Samir the truth. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw myself and Samir, but just like the top part of our bodies, and we're going to be talking to each other with some speech bubbles. So I'm first going to draw me. Let's see, here's my head. There's part of my body. And give myself some eyeballs. And my mouth's going to be open because I'm talking. And my hair, you guys know I always put my hair up in a little bun on top of my head. Me. And I'm going to say something. I got to tell the truth. I got to tell Samir what happened. So I'm going to tell him what happened inside of this speech bubble. But first, let's draw him. So he gets home from work. Here he is, his head, his body. He's got some eyeball. I always forget ears, don't I? I said that last week. I always forget the ears. I always forget ears. Give him some ears. He's got nice little ears. And he's listening. And he didn't get upset. He was like, really? You put that in the washing machine? You did that? Come on. But he wasn't upset. We had a solution pretty quickly. So here he is. And he's going to say something back. Okay, so give him a little speech bubble. So let's see. What did I tell him? I said to him, Samir, I accidentally, because it was an accident, friends. I promise this was not on purpose. I accidentally put the remote into the washing machine. I know. Really, Miss Burns? You really did that? Yes. Yes, I did. Wouldn't lie to you. Not making it up. And he said, really? Like, really? You did that? It's okay. And then we solved our problem by putting that remote into the rice. How nice of him. He's so understanding. Let's label him Samir. There he is. Such a nice, understanding guy. Now, I showed what happened at the end. I even showed in speech bubbles what our actual conversation looked like. But remember, friends, after you do your sketch, then you're going to grab your color pencils, markers, whatever it is you're using, after you do your sketch. Because remember, if you make a mistake, you want to be able to erase it. And if you use some kind of marker or crayon or colored pencil first, you won't be able to erase. So now I'm going to grab my colored pencils and I'm going to go in and start coloring everything in realistically. So my first thing that I'm going to do is color in my face. Here I go. You guys know I got to put my glasses on. I can't see any. Maybe that's what, maybe I didn't have my glasses on. Can I blame it on that? Maybe I didn't put my, no, I always wear my glasses. I never walk around without my glasses on. All right, give myself my glasses. I definitely had my glasses on. I just wasn't paying attention. Color in my hair. Give me some brown hair, a nice little brown bun on my head. You see what I mean. You're going to go back in and you're going to realistically color in your illustrations so that they match exactly what happened. So go ahead, friends, and start saying out loud first. Remember, you got to plan across your fingers or use your story map to help you. Say what happened in the beginning. Say what happened in the middle. Tell us what happened in the end, and then draw those illustrations to show us what happened.